So I'm in Pune right now, and for the past few days we were trying to give him paneer and egg, and Raghuveer got a little bored of eating the same stuff. So today I went specially shopping for meat, and of course we gave him chicken also. He eats a lot of chicken. He loves chicken malai kebab, chicken reshmi kebab, because that's on more on the milder side or the sweeter side, and he loves eating chicken also. So these the main protein that we give to Raghuveer is fish, eggs, chicken. Now he started eating chicken. Pork chops. He loves pork chops. So just now finished one entire pork chop, and he's full. So he'll always tell you when he's full. He'll always communicate when he's hungry. And while I was preparing the pork chops, he was continuously asking for food, and he had to wait for the pork chops to be ready. So he's also developing patience to eat. So it's all about recognizing the hunger patterns, and if the child is hungry suddenly, then you should be prepared with your emergency kit of healthy food. So yes, as parents, we are also learning what we need to do to maintain our keto kid Raghuveer's health, and we try and organize everything that we can to not do anything wrong, and not keep anything wrong in front of him. So we all have to be very vigil. If we are taking him to a relative's place or friend's place, we always educate the people who we meet and tell them not to offer him anything wrong. Uh, and so education of the people who we meet is very, very important. Once people understand what he eats, what he's allowed to eat, why we are doing it, what is the benefit, people, friends, family, relatives, they all cooperate. Yes, they might have their apprehensions and all that stuff, but once I speak about the nutrition part, and once they understand that what they have done for their kids, that is also something. The intention was to keep the kid healthy and have the best chances of health for the future life. And this is exactly what me and Sanika, my mom, my sister, my friends who believe in the journey, my relatives or people who I know who believe in the journey, they all support us in this journey, supporting our keto kid, that's Raghuveer. And as parents, as family, we all are learning through Raghuveer about kids' nutrition, the preferences keep on changing. So there are different challenges every day. We have to be quite flexible, innovative, prepared. We need to plan. So there's so many things we need to keep doing continuously. So we are learning as parents, as family, as friends. All everyone around Raghuveer kind of gets a dose of some knowledge from me, because everyone is curious to know what he eats, how he responds to food, and does he get attracted towards sweet stuff. Yes, of course, like any other kid, any other adult grown up, he gets attracted towards eating sweet stuff, eating fruits, etc. But since we have decided that he would get what is optimum nutrition for a kid, for a human being. And so these are challenges what we experience on a daily basis, because all these candy-like fruits are everywhere. All these attractive, sweet, processed food is everywhere. There are other kids who are eating the wrong stuff around him. Even for example, the pastries or the cakes on the birthdays or occasions are made from maida, from wheat. So the best thing what we did over the past 1 year is that Sanika and me, we both have got into baking. Sanika has her own page, that's the Butterball. Butterball also is basically another name for Raghuveer. In Marathi, we call him Lonyacha Gola. So that's basically that means the Butterball. So what we are doing is we've got into baking, and healthy baking. So we bake keto cakes or cheesecakes, and that really helps in celebrating all the occasions. We have started making chocolates at home. We have started making everything that is basically aligned with uh, with Raghuvir's health. And in fact, when we focus on Raghuvir's health, it also helps us focus on our health. And as a family, we keep thinking about health, food, different challenges that life throws at you when you're traveling, how to manage. If Raghur is basically very hungry and crying out, then how to manage such circumstances. So at times, initially we didn't know what to do, and we probably have had certain accidents where we must have fed something wrong. And maximum, the wrong thing would be basically some kind of uh, some kind of probably seasonal fruit in excess, which we do not give him. But now, since we have learned through those accidents, through those challenging times, we keep a kit prepared, a emergency kit, where today I roasted some almonds, mixed it with butter, and I've kept those cans ready, or those jars ready. We travel with a lot of cheese, lot of cheese and almonds. So those are his emergency foods. He loves that. At least till now, Raghuvir is eating the almonds and the butter and the cheese. As we go ahead, as he keeps on changing his preferences, we still have to keep innovating. We still have to keep innovating in the recipes. So the basic proteins and the fat and the nutrition remains the same. What needs to change with kids is the flavor part. I mean, you and me, we all get bored of eating the same thing. Probably I am. I basically live in extremes, and I do not get bored of eating the same thing. Though I enjoy Indian curries nowadays, but if you give me the same fat and protein on a daily basis, I will eat it. Only thing is, it has to be cooked really well. So yes, with Raghuvir now we've got really deep into cooking. I mean, I myself have got into cooking, which I never thought I would be basically cooking and making dishes. And now I have reached a stage where I can innovate a dish and try and do different cooking styles that suit my tastes, that suits my family's taste, that suits Raghuvir's taste. Raghuvir is enjoying pork chops right now. So today, as I said earlier, I went to a piggery over here in Pune. There's one amazing quality piggery that's called Mayur Piggery. Went over there, I picked up some pork chops, came back home, and I was just so happy to see Raghuvir's reaction to the pork chops, because he really was eager. He was happy to see the pork chops and he wanted to eat the pork chops. And while I was cooking the pork chops the entire time, he was eagerly waiting for it. And the only way he could express his eagerness, his likeness, his love for the pork chop was through throwing a little bit of tantrum or crying. And he was hungry. He was hungry looking at the protein. And if you've seen the video before, you could easily see that he was trying to grab the pork chop and try to eat it. He doesn't have all the teeth yet. So what I do, or what we do, assisting him to eat, is that we chew the protein for him, we chew the nuts for him, and we feed him. And that's how we are managing Keto Kid Raghuvir right now. The difference between him and the other kids, I don't want to actually compare Raghuvir with other kids, because every kid has a different time of growth, a different time in life that they start reacting to different stuff. But with Raghuvir, what happens is there is an obvious difference right now, which I can see, is that his vocabulary, he started picking up all the words, so his speaking power has improved immensely compared to the same age, or even the kids who are elder to him. He's almost speaking an entire sentence. He can think on his own. He has the reasoning power capacity. So the mind, the brain is really functioning much better. I can see that. again, I am not here to compare, but this is an obvious difference that I can see, and that's why I have to mention it. His physical development is awesome. His brain development is awesome. His digestion is great. Uh, he recovers from whatever small infections he gets, if ever, and he's naturally not liking. Another thing that has happened in last 1.5 years is almost 19 months now, is that he naturally does not like rice. He does not like coconut, the thick coconut part, the coconut malai. He doesn't like coconut water, so he doesn't really like sweet stuff. Though he prefers to have fruits sometimes, so we end up giving him a small piece of fruit from a seasonal fruit. So that's the only thing that he ends up having. He loves jamun, so I keep getting him some jamun. Jamun are good, the local jamuns, not the genetically modified ones which you get in the market. And yeah, I mean, we are just so happy to learn everything from Raghuveer. You can see him standing right behind me right now. He is busy with a piece of paper, and yeah, I mean, shoot some questions if you have, and I'll be happy to answer. How do you enhance the taste of almonds as simple almonds? You would not believe he loves almonds, even if they are plain almonds. I just chew and give it to him. Today I roasted the almonds on a pan with some olive oil for about 6 to 7 minutes, and he loved them as well. And yesterday we were visiting a friend's place, and again, after having almonds, he was hungry. He wanted to eat something. So there was mutton cooked over there, but mutton was cooked in a desi curry, in Indian curry, and it was quite spicy. So what I did was I washed the mutton pieces in water. I removed all the masala, and I just took some butter and mixed it with butter. Mixed the mutton pieces with butter, made them soft, and he ate about nearly more than 200 grams of mutton mixed with butter. So that's how yesterday we had to improvise on feeding him. So yeah, I mean, as you travel, as you go to different places, you'll end up having a lot of challenges, because uh, I love to be perfect in whatever I do. So if I'm doing something for my own son, and I have named him Keto Kid, so there's a reason for that, and the reason is basically nothing but optimum health. So I will ensure it to be perfect. I will ensure that every meal of Raghuveer is perfect. I will ensure that all the people around him are educated in why he's doing, or why he's following what he's following, or why I am making him eat fat and protein. So it's important that everyone gets educated in child nutrition, in kids nutrition. And what's important is that kids also start learning about nutrition and cooking much early in life. And when I say nutrition and cooking, they should also learn about how to recognize the diseases, the signs and symptoms of recognizing insulin resistance or obesity. And if they are aware of how to recognize disease and sickness, they would start asking questions: what is that I am doing wrong, that I need to change now to become healthy? So kids nowadays are very smart. They are very easily trainable. There's a lot of knowledge available out there. But three things what you should teach your kid: one is about food. Second thing, that's nutrition. So when I say food, you should teach your kids about nutrition. You should teach your kids cooking. Very, very important. Teach your kids how to cook. Make them stand when you're cooking. Talk to them about how you're cooking the food. Uh, it's very important that the kids learn the skills of cooking, because that will actually open up a lot of independence. They won't have to depend on commercial food, restaurant food, Swiggy, all these delivery apps. They can actually cook, and cooking food is actually easy. That's what I'm finding out now, quite late in my life. The third thing what you should teach your ओके रघुवीर, केनी काका बघतोय. केनी काका बघतोय बा इकडे, तू रडतोयस तर. केनी काका बघतोय. का रडतोयस तू